If there were 5 rules for a ride-along, what would they be and why do you need to know this? This is an important question. I'm Scott Sylvan. I'm coming to you live for HVAC technician sales secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day talking to you about the 5 things that you need to know about doing a ride-along. So here's the thing, as a corporate trainer, part of my role and responsibility was to go out and ride with technicians. And this is the way that we would do it. I would take a call, I would work on the equipment, I would show them the sales process, and then the next time it was their turn. Now, occasionally, I would fly out, work with other technicians would fly in and work with me, and I had to develop this process because there have been some wacky things that have gone on when I'm trying to close deals or having a conversation with a homeowner or client, and the ride-along tech caused some problems. So if you're a technician where people come ride with you, or you're about to go ride with another salesperson, all of this is gonna fit in. And this is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not on the YouTube channel and not in the Facebook group. Now, here is the thing. To do a ride-along, somebody's coming with you, you set the ground rules. That's number 1. You set the ground rules like, hey, before we begin, I wanna have this conversation with you. We have to set the ground rules. And if you can't agree to them, you're not riding with me, right? Or if you're gonna go ride with a salesperson or you're gonna go ride with another technician, you put this in reverse and have this conversation and say, hey, just so you know, I wanna set some ground rules with you and go over your ground rules before we begin and before we go out. And they're gonna be surprised, but you're gonna be prepared. Number 2, it's my call. So I would have to tell technicians, salespeople, hey, look, hands down, it's my role and responsibility. My numbers are on the line. This is my call. And if you can't agree to that, we're gonna get you out of the vehicle right now, quick. It's my call, okay? Number 3, you don't interrupt. You don't interrupt. So I remember I had a technician working with me and there wasn't an opportunity for ductwork. There wasn't an opportunity for equipment, but you know what there was an opportunity for was a club membership. There was an opportunity for a partner plan or a maintenance agreement, whatever you want to call it. So we're sitting at the table, we're having a conversation, and technician that's riding with me goes to crazy town, okay? So we're sitting there and I'm filling out the maintenance agreement. I'm filling out the club paperwork. I'm filling out the partnership plan. And he looks over and he starts talking to the homeowner. He's like, oh, you got a dog? And the homeowner's like, oh yeah, I've got this dog. And then he goes, well, I used to have a dog. I'm like, okay. That's all we need. That's it. You built your rapport, buddy. No. Technician decides to go to crazy town. Yeah, I had to put him down. Like, I am at the peak of emotional happiness, and he is down here at the depths of despair, right? So there's a disparity. I'm up here, homeowner super stoked to be on the club membership, partnership plan, maintenance agreement. Technician over here is talking about super negative stuff. No, that's not it. That's not all. He was like, yeah, I had a dog and I had to put him down. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to kick him under the table. Like, I'm literally trying to kick this guy under the table because he's messing up my sale. So the homeowner bites and says, well, what happened? And I'm like, I'm trying to intervene. I'm trying to stop, but the homeowner's curious because this technician went to crazy town. Well, the dog bit the neighbor's kid. Oh, I'm fuming at this point because this guy has interjected and taken me to a place where I am now unrecoverable because now the homeowner is super interested in why, but he's also let down. The homeowner goes, well, what? Well, wait a minute, why? And he's like, well, I had a pit bull and it bit the kid and I had to put the dog down, okay? So we went from emotional status all the way up here. Person's super stoked. They're like, I love you. I love everything about the company. You guys are good. All the way to bit a kid, had to put the dog down, okay? This is why you got to pay attention to what you talk about. Did I get that club membership? No. So we go out to the vehicle and I look at the tech and go, dude, I was trying to kick you under the table. What were you doing? It's like, oh, I was just talking to the homeowner. You have to be very careful about building rapport. Number 4, turn off your phone. I was in the middle of a closing process, right? I'm in the middle of closing a deal, $20,000 job, a couple years back. In the middle of closing a deal for the sales guy. Company hired me, said, hey, come train my guy. I am closing the deal. We are like on the 1-yard line. And I hear, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What's this? What's going on? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, whatever cell phones make. And The sales guy that I'm running the call for pulls out his phone, looks at it and goes, "Oh, it's my wife. I got to take this." What? No. What are you talking about? So interrupted the sales process. We're at the 1 yard line. Now, I can recover. Been in sales for a long time. Dude goes outside for about 30 seconds, comes back in, and he goes, like, "We are about to freaking do paperwork. We're about to do paperwork." Comes in and goes, "Hey, we got to go." Like, what do you mean we got to go? "My wife's got an emergency." All right, like, just realize we went through 90 minutes of work. We're at the 1 yard line. Like, we are about, like, homeowner has got the pen in his freaking hand. He's got a pen in his hand about to sign, and he's like, "Sorry, dude, we got to go." So we get out, and I'm like, okay, I had that deal closed for you. That was your commission, right? That was your deal that I was closing the deal for to show you how to make the sale. What is this emergency? "Well, my wife's got a flat tire." Dude, you couldn't have waited 5 minutes? No, lost that deal, okay? Number 5, keep your mouth shut. Now, you don't know what direction that a salesperson or a technician is going to go. You don't know their word tracks. You don't know their conversations. You don't know what they're going to do. And you don't know how much pressure that they're going to apply to make something happen. So there's been times where technicians, because of silence and because of the way that I ask questions and because of the way that I interact, decide that they need to chime in. Now remember, if we go back to rule number 2, it's not your call. You got to let the salesperson play out how they're going to play it out. So if I say salesperson, just put in the word technician, put in the word plumber, put in the word roofer, it doesn't matter. Number 6, don't react. So there's been times where I looked at a home performance job. I want to say like 2010, 2011 in Sacramento was the heyday for home performance. There was $9,000 and $10,000 rebates. So I have a sales guy writing with me. And back then, 2010, like a good big job was like 20 grand, okay? I went in and the homeowner wanted to do a ton of things. They wanted sealing, they wanted insulation, they wanted ductwork, they wanted system, they wanted a tankless water heater. And the company that does electricity here in Sacramento was like, they were given rebates by the boatload. So we're sitting at the table. I got the sales guy right here next to me. I've got the homeowners right in front of me, left and right. And I say, okay, here's what we're looking at for your project. We're looking at $49,950. And the guy that's writing with me goes, "Oh," and gasps. And like, I'm not saying that's the only thing that lost the deal, but it gave a clue to the buyer because dude reacted to a $50,000 sale. It was a lot of work to close that deal. I ended up getting it on a ton of follow-up, but had that guy not reacted and just been like, "That's normal," it would have been okay. Which leads me to number 7. So if you know sign language, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna go 7 here. Nod your head at good points, okay? So like if you're writing with a technician, they're like, "Hey, I work for a really good company." Your job is to nod your head just slightly. That's it. You're given verbal accuation, not accusation, accuation to the process and to the conversation. And it's something that really helps the person that you're with. So just so you know, you got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update that says HVAC Technician Sales Secrets sent another fantastic video. You should check it out, which you should. We'll see you soon.